Hello, it's Tuesday the 15th. I'm FxPlew and this is the market brief. So Q2 delivered 0.2% GDP growth, but the outlook remains sluggish. Typically, slowing economic growth is coupled with higher unemployment as firms cut back their workforce. But this has not been the case so far in this economic cycle. Firms have chosen to retain staff given the cost of rehiring if things were to recover quickly. The claimant count has been rising over the past few months though, and we'll have an update on this with today's unemployment report for July. Inflation data is due out tomorrow. Forecast is for a drop of more than 1%. And this has triggered suggestions that the MPC may consider a pause to future rate hikes. 6.8% inflation sounds a bit of a long way off their 2% target to crack open the Kit Kat and have a little break, but history does show that 3 months of restrictive rates does risk damaging the economy. The argument is for the MPC to pull back on rate hikes and allow the economy to adjust closer to the trend line where inflation would just naturally drift down towards a 2% target without causing recession. That might sound all well and good, but that wouldn't see 2% inflation until 2025, and we do have an election before then. Over in the US, while headline inflation rose marginally in July, sentiment remains for the Fed to still pause rate hikes when they meet again next month. Expectation is for inflation to fall further by then, reversing July's increase anyway. However, Powell is believed to favour further rate tightening. His view is that if the economy is robust enough to handle another rate hike, then they should crack on and act to bring inflation back to target as soon as possible. This is very different to the MPC aiming for inflation to drift lower, because hiking more aggressively would provide the Fed with greater flexibility to start cutting rates when needed, with less concerns for any spike in inflation. And indeed, this also may allow the Fed to switch to a more expansive monetary policy just in time for the election campaigns. And that should play pretty well for Biden. In the market, the dollar index pulled up short of 103.50 yesterday. That was as sterling fell to 126.15 against the dollar, which is the lowest we've seen since early July. We open around 127 against the dollar. We're about 116.35 against the euro, and euro dollar opens around 109.15 this morning. That's it from me. Have a great day.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FxPlew.